Welcome to the Small Business Office Showcase, where daily we provide you a quick tour of a government agency's small business portal or something similar from a large prime. We understand that as a small business, time and resources are limited. We hope by quickly summarizing this information, we save you time and perhaps put you one step closer to your next contract. In this episode, we'll focus on Deloitte. To make it easier for you to quickly do your own research, the links we discuss will be in the description below. In each episode, we're targeting 6 pieces of information we think are most valuable to you. Does this agency have a small business portal? Does this organization list out events it hosts or attends so you can plan well in advance? Is there a forecast for the next 12 to 24 months of opportunities this organization is going after? Does the organization provide a list of current primes that have an obligation to subcontract under? In this case, do they provide a list of their current contracts? Is there any special registration required for this organization? And then finally, is there a list of people available that you can reach out to for help or to get questions answered? You can see the basic results on this slide, but let's go ahead and take that quick tour. The first thing I'll point out is it's just really disappointing. When I do these videos, this is Deloitte. They're huge. They're such a almost like a big brother, big sister to all of us small firms as we look to continue to be those large consulting firms. But there is no small business portal at all that I could find, which then led to, really there's nothing else that's in here that I could find related to small businesses or supplying. The only thing I did find, and I put it under contacts, I could have just as easily put it under subcontracting to a degree, but really it's contacts. The reason I put it there is because there's names. So I'm going to go to these 2 links. The first one is just the Deloitte page. I searched everywhere and I just couldn't find anything. There was all these different articles, a lot of different stuff. There's stuff about hockey, but there's just nothing about how small businesses can work with Deloitte. If we go to the second tab for the contacts, though, this one I really liked, and I'm not sure if this is more accidental, but either way, it's really good for us small businesses as a way to reach out. This is Deloitte's federal contract vehicles page, and they list in their different vehicles. And the reason I like this is because it has points of contact. So if I'm going to kind of open some of these tabs and just show you what I mean. So this is a great way for you to come in and begin to try to get to know people on these vehicles. So I opened up the two top vehicles there. This one is the Alliant vehicle. It's a $50 billion vehicle, so there's a lot of opportunity in there. And if you can add value to Deloitte's team, they might consider working with you. The reason it's important, though, is as you come down, you start seeing some of the information. They talk a lot about what's going on. Over here, you can see the contact us, but I just want to come down here. You can see that they've got the information here. In this particular case, they have generic emails. When I show you more, you'll see that they have a list of better names. But at least you know who these people are, and you got their phone numbers. Those look like cell phone numbers the way that they're listed, so that's pretty cool. And then this one, the next vehicle I'm showing you here is the CIO SP3. And this one, same thing. As you scroll down, you start seeing information so you can learn about this. Theoretically, you know about it already, but if you don't, you can learn about it and understand some of these major vehicles that are in there. They definitely are large value, $20 billion, dropping them at up to $100 million. So in here, can't remember if they had this one, contacts. Here you go. So here's the contacts for the for this vehicle. And I'll just go to one more. Let me go ahead and close this because there was another one that I saw in here that had a pretty good list. I don't know if it was CDC Sims or NetSense. Let me choose one of those 2. I was looking around everywhere for information for you. And these vehicles are the things that provided the most information. But you notice on any organization, but here in Deloitte, you come down and you start seeing the information. This, by the way, this is why I get kind of frustrated when I do these tours and I don't see anything about how to easily contact them. And that thing over there is not easily contacting them. So anyways, come on down here, get off my soapbox for a minute. Come down here, look at all these people. These are real people you can contact and begin to learn more about it. I did some work with CDC, and so I would be able to reach out to these people, see if there's a way to participate with them. So that's great information. I'm not positive whether they intended it for us to reach out to them or whether they intended the government customer to reach out to them. But imagine reaching out to the technology lead. that's pretty good information. So let me go ahead and cancel that because you see the pattern with these as you move forward. Again, there's the links, but that's the walkthrough, and I hope at the very least those vehicles are useful to you. That concludes this walkthrough. I hope you found the information helpful as you continue to grow your business. Please provide any comments below or reach out to me directly if you have questions using my email address in the description. If you found this valuable, please share it on one of the social media platforms or give it a thumbs up. I'm your host, Neil McDonnell with SV MacPack. I thank you for joining me today and hope you'll join me again for more video tours.